There are people who move through life like still water. They don't raise their voice when the world collapses around them. They don't argue, they don't panic, they don't rush to prove themselves right. They simply breathe. While others scramble, they observe quietly, like someone who has already weathered the storm before. You've probably met someone like this. It's someone whose silence feels like a cloak, who remains grounded no matter the chaos. Calmness, real calmness, isn't the absence of feeling. It's what happens when emotion meets understanding. They feel deeply, but they no longer react in predictable ways. They've learned that panic solves nothing. That rushing only stirs more chaos. That fighting storms beyond their control is wasted energy. These people weren't born this way, they became this way. Once they were overthinkers, restless, trying to fix everything, please everyone, control the uncontrollable. And each failure, each heartbreak, each moment of loss taught them the same lesson. The world doesn't bend to our will. Eventually, they stopped trying to control the ocean. Instead, they learned to surf it. Calmness is not indifference, it's emotional wisdom. It's the knowledge that every feeling does not require a reaction. They feel anger without exploding, sadness without drowning, uncertainty without collapse. Inside them whispers a small, steady voice. This too will pass. Not blind optimism, but memory. Experience teaches that storms fade, that peace is not found in control, but in acceptance. Most people misunderstand calmness. They think it is cold. In truth, it is often compassionate. Calm people hold space when others panic. They say, "It's okay," and mean it. They know which battles deserve energy and which do not. They choose restraint because every wasted reaction diminishes life's precious momentum. Why do some people reach this state while others remain overwhelmed? The answer lies in the brain, in the balance between the amygdala, the seat of fear, and the prefrontal cortex, the center of rational thought. Calm people have trained their minds to pause between feeling and reacting. That pause is their superpower. It allows them to hear insults without striking back, to sit in uncertainty without filling the silence, to think clearly while the world spins. That pause is the home of wisdom. And yet calmness is often forged through hardship. Many learned it not from books, but from heartbreak, disappointment, and the exhaustion of their own chaos. They grew tired of overreacting, regretting, apologizing, explaining. They reached a point where peace became more important than being right. Silence replaced shouting. Breath replaced blame. Letting go replaced holding grudges. Calmness became both shield and anchor. It's not about suppressing emotion, it's about understanding it. Calm people are emotionally fluent. They can feel fully while remaining unshaken. They navigate life with the understanding that emotional chaos is a choice, one they no longer make. They see patterns where others see chaos, lessons where others see endings, beginnings disguised as change. Their perspective allows them to say, maybe this was meant to happen, not out of denial, but from lived experience. The calm person you see is rarely untouched. They've suffered, questioned their worth, felt unseen, misunderstood, and in private they have cried, raged, and doubted. Yet they have returned to stillness every time. They have learned that calmness is not a reward for an easy life, but a discipline forged in the crucible of hardship. They think differently. They are guided by perspective rather than impulse, by meaning rather than validation. Reacting to everything makes you a prisoner of everything. Calm people master response flexibility, the ability to choose their response rather than be controlled by it. They channel energy, transforming fear into clarity, anger into understanding, sadness into reflection. They observe, decode, and release without destruction. Their calmness is magnetic, not performative. It lowers the noise of a room simply by their presence. They protect their energy by refusing to feed chaos. They listen to understand, not to respond. They see intention, wounds, patterns hidden in plain sight. They know when to act, when to wait, when to let things unfold. Their peace is intentional. Calm people create stillness inside storms. They anchor themselves in simple rituals, in quiet routines, in moments of reflection. They understand that happiness and pain are fleeting visitors, and that the true measure of life is not the absence of difficulty, but the ability to remain centered amidst it. They respect time, patience, and the flow of life. They do not fight every wave, they ride them. They see the ocean, not just the ripple, and that is why they appear timeless, as if they exist slightly apart from the race everyone else is running. They stop chasing peace and instead become it. Silence is their ally, restraint, their power, presence, their gift. They have learned that peace is not the absence of problems, but the mastery of one's own response to them. They have learned that true calm is not empty. It is full, rich, and alive, a reservoir of strength shaped by experience, reflection, and choice.